Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Jeannie Lynch coming to you. Really excited to kind of circle back to one of my favorite playlists on my channel, The Law of Attraction. And I truly do believe that everybody could use a little tune-up and a little reminder. And I hope you're somebody who is implementing the universal law of attraction into your everyday life. And if not, let me open the door to do so. So I'm going to share some pretty cool work today. It's old work, but hopefully I will present it and give it to you and share it with you in a really beautiful new way. So what does that mean? We're going to be looking at the work of Earl Nightingale. Does that name ring a bell to you? If I told you Samuel Smiles, Charles Darwin, Napoleon Hill, right, Dale Carnegie, maybe those names would ring a bell. Do you know that the combination of all of them truly did start and began the beautiful self-help industry that it is today? So we're going to be diving into what they knew, what they understood, and some secrets. And we're also going to be talking about the strangest little secret you've ever heard. Wondering what that means? Stay watching. That's coming up next on my channel. Hey, thanks for staying clicked in. I'm going to share today the beautiful, strangest little secret. We hear the secret and we think of the law of attraction right away, but this is not what this is. And this gentleman who we're going to learn about today, Earl Nightingale, he didn't know he was talking about the law of attraction. He didn't know he was talking about self-help. So let me go back and kind of tell you the quick story to him. As I mentioned in the intro, it's older work, okay? This came out in 1956. And here's the story. So Earl pondered a question that most of us have still today, and that is, why do the rich get richer and the poor seem to stay in poverty? What is the difference between people who are really successful and those who constantly fail? Why is there so much distance or difference between the two? So he wondered this, and it brought him much pain in his life because he was somebody who came from poverty. Okay. He went to go on vacation with his job, and he wanted his sales team to hear the news that he wanted to share with them. So he recorded this message. The message took off so much and had such a response from it, and everybody loved what he said and the message that he gave, which is why I'm talking about it today, that millions of people asked for copies. Well, Columbia picked it up, and it truly was the beginning of the whole self-help industry. And it's not how he said it, it's what he said. Well, so today, I was really hoping to share with you the top 10 things that I gleaned from that deep work and give it to you in a really simple and easy to apply to your own life way. Are you up for that? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. The strangest little secret is going to be yours if you stay watching. I'm going to be going 1 through 10, and not because 1 is the most important and 10's the least, only because that's the way that he rolled them out in his recording, and they all build off each other. They're all part of a bigger story at the end. Excited? I'm excited to share. Stay watching. We're going to be breaking it down 1 to 10. It's coming up next. Okay, we're coming out of the gate. Number 1, as we do this work together, the strangest little secret. Number 1 truly looks at the truth and the statistics. They were then, as they are today, that out of 100 people, and let's say you're one of them, standing in a room, wanting, desiring, intending, working, goal-oriented people, all towards what we'll call success, that out of the 100, only 5 will succeed. And that's pretty staggering to think that we all have the same intention, but that only 5 will pass the goal, okay? So it's important we know that as we dive into this work today, because my intention for you is to make sure, darn straight, that you're that 5% that is the anomaly, okay? So let's build on that. Number 2, we'll talk about as we do this work together, what the hell is success, right? Success and the definition of success can be written so many different ways. So if you take a second and tell me below what is your definition of success, and I said define that for me, your end goal would be different than mine, right? I'll give you an example in my own life. I've always wanted to do this work for free. I wanted to be of service to people, almost like community service. But obviously I need to be financially secure. So my definition of success is to be able to do this work for free and still be financially secure. So that's my definition of success. If I told that to you and said, doesn't that sound great for you? You would think I was crazy, right? So, because you want to make 100 grand. So I understand that, or you want to live somewhere different. So see where I'm going with this. Everyone's definition of success is different, but you have to have an idea or an ideal. I'm going to break that down in a minute about what that is. So Earl says, I love this saying, and this is the part of the work I want to share with you today. He feels his definition of success is the progressive, meaning working towards, right, realization, understanding of a worthwhile ideal. I'm going to put up a slide that just states that so we can really see it in true high definition, okay? The progressive realization of a worthwhile ideal. Write that down. It should be on your mouse pad. Do you agree? Let's keep going. Number 3, as we do this beautiful work today, I love this next one. The step before fear is complacency. And he really believed that the problem out there is that we are becoming, or we are complacent. And this is where the 95 kicks in again. We're acting as though we're the 95. We're following suit. We're not taking risk. We're doing what everybody else is doing. We're in the maze, eating the cheese, okay? So the number 3 is so important because the problem and the contrast truly is that we're conforming. So what do? The antidote's in the polarity, if you've heard me say that, right? Do the opposite. What would be the opposite of conforming? Standing out, setting anew, creating anew, deliberate creating. Those are just some words to get you thinking. Ready to keep going? Let's do this. We're doing a great job. Number 4, the key is to know where the hell you're going. You've heard that so many times, right? On any motivational speech, it talks about that. But let's just define it and let's break it down a little bit more for you today. If I said, let's take a leisurely, sailboat ride out into the middle of the ocean, and we didn't care where we were going, we didn't care how we were getting back. The only thing we were concerned about is, did we have lunch, wine, and was it going to rain, right? It would be leisurely. It would be fun. There wouldn't be any stress to that, okay? If we set out on a voyage to truly get to the other side, and we had a plan, and we wanted to make it by 12, and there was something on the other side that was worth having, and so we needed to get there, and we had a plan that way, well, that's a different energy, right? So when we talk about number 4, we're truly looking at to know where you're going and have a course and a plan and an action in place. See my metaphor? I hope in your life you're not just leisurely going out in the harbor and you don't care what time you get to work, and you don't care what success you have. I hope you care, and I hope you create and navigate your own plan. Ready to keep going? Number 5 is coming up next. Number 5 is huge. It truly is the basis of most of this recording, and it's this beautiful saying that sounds like the law of attraction to me. We become what we think. Duh. Energy goes where attention flows, right? There's so many different ways we can say this. But if you take a second and you type it in on a comment below, we become what we think, and you write it down, and you think about what you're thinking about right now in your life, right? You truly will see that that's huge. I mean, taking the responsibility for what you think is probably the most important gift that you can give yourself. And I can talk from personal experience right now. I have been just diagnosed with Graves' disease, and I have been gravely sick, okay? I'm just starting to emerge out. This isn't probably what I should be doing today. I'm kind of pushing my voice a little bit. I should be continuing to heal, but it was really important to get this out, my own sanity. So I say that because here I am facing this, and I'm realizing I want to become informed, and I want to know about this disease and what I need to do and how I need to eat. And so I'm spending time and energy thinking about my illness, but I'm not staying focused on it. I really want to focus on the healthy aspect so I can be healthy, because I know I become what I think. If I see myself as sick, I will stay sick. Do you understand? So think about your own life right now. Think about what's going on in your life. And let me ask you a deep question. Is what's around you right now truly what you're thinking? And if you don't like what is around you right now, yeah, we should be talking offline. Number 5 is the most important one out of this whole strange or secret. Keep listening because he builds on them and we continue to do this work. That's number 5. Are you ready for number 6? Let's do it. You must believe that you will be successful. I mean, what's the point? I want to have a successful YouTube channel. I get up every day and I work on it. I do my marketing. If I didn't think at the very end of all this that my ideal or my intentions were going to come to fruition, I don't think I would waste another second. So there might be 2 parts in that question, right? Or that answer. And that is, don't waste your time on things that you don't believe you can be successful at, or that you don't believe you will excel at or succeed at. Do you get my point? That's number 6. Moving on, 4 more. Stay with me. I'm going to call the next one number 7, Farmer and the Dell. It truly is the beautiful mindfulness practice that everything that you're thinking, your thoughts, are truly planting seeds for what you will yield. And he gives this great metaphor of going out into the garden, and he states this, and it's so fascinating to me. You have 2 seeds. You can either plant the poison or plant the food, right? Both will grow. You water them both, you tend to them both. Or it's such a good metaphor for what we do in our own life, isn't it? With our thoughts. If you only want to yield things that are nurturing to you and that will sustain you and that will be of service to you, right? Then don't you think you need to be really mindful of what the hell you're planting? Because everything you plant is coming back to you. It's yielding back to you. It's that whole karma thing, okay? That's number 7. Number 8, love this one, that everything in life worth having is free. So I need to say that again. Everything in life worth having is free. And that means that your boat, your car, and your house, and your business, and all those things that you work so hard to obtain don't matter. That what really matters is the things in life that are free. Nature, happiness, kindness, compassion, right? Those are the things that we could give freely out to other people. I hope you do. So I love that. So everything in life worth having is free. And he does believe, and I do too, that we have that completely backwards. So you and I work to change that. 2 more. All limitations in life are completely self-imposed. I have said this 1,000 times and I will continue to say it. The world is superfluous in its abundance. The only lack that is around is the one in your mind that you perceive it so, right? So I truly do believe that there is this infinite amount of money, food, resources out there for everybody, and that we keep it at distance by our belief system. So do me a favor and change that. The world is superfluous in its abundance. Last one, and we get to leave today. Thank you so much for watching this video. The last one we're going to leave with is probably the most important also. And again, they all build off each other. And number 10, it goes back to the beautiful sermon at Mount Sinai, okay? Ask and it shall be given. And it really makes the point that if you're wanting and intending and hoping and desiring in your life, don't you think you can also ask for it? Ask by prayer, ask with intentions, ask someone for help, okay? That if you go it alone, you're really wasting a lot of time and energy and you're never going to get anywhere. Do you agree? Hey, that's my video today. I hope you liked it. Don't forget, watch the whole thing. Which one out of these 10 did you connect to the most? Was there one that stuck out for you? One that was aha? And is there one that you're already practicing? I'd love to know that below. So this is Jeannie Lynch. Thanks for being patient with me. I hope I can continue the uptick in video. If my schedule gets affected, please be compassionate for me. I'm still working on healing. This is Jeannie. Have a good day. Love and light for now. See you next video. On a funny note, if you ever find yourself in a situation with not enough pie and too many guests, Do what my beautiful friend Jeannie Morsi suggests and just make more pie. Have a great day. Namaste.